Hi there, I'm Mike, and what I have for you today is Star Wars The Black Series number 49, Maz Kanata. I picked her up Thursday night at midnight, I guess Friday morning at midnight. I don't really know how that works, but at Toys R Us, Force Friday, 12 a.m., first in line. Let's go ahead and talk about Maz. What do we know about her? Well, she's a short person with a crush on Chewbacca and ran a bar castle thing in episode 7. She helped Han Solo out. She had Luke Skywalker's lightsaber for some reason. I don't know. What does the back of this box say? Well, Maz Kanata. The destruction of her castle, already we know that this is from episode 8. The destruction of her castle has forced Maz to become more mobile and take a more hands-on and blaster firing role in the turbulent criminal underworld. She offers help in the struggle against the First Order by pointing the resistance toward a mysterious new ally. What does that mean? What does that mean? Star Wars, you can't do this to me. I'm a junkie. I need to know what this means. Let me know. Anyway, this is number 49, Maz Kanata. Let's get her out of the box. So here I have a wee little Maz right out of the box. Before we take a look at her, let's take a look at some of her accessories, because she actually comes with quite a few. First and biggest, she comes with a chest that housed Luke's lightsaber from episode 7. It's interesting that this is what they chose to come with Maz, but I'm not going to really complain because it's kind of cool. There's a lot of great detail. The box looks like wood, which is really great with the way it's painted and sculpted. A lot of detail, the rivets. Even on the top right here, there are little metal studs. On the bottom are little rivets to match those studs. I mean, that's pretty rad. The box does open and close, and if you push it down far enough, it does latch closed, which is pretty cool. Inside is some sculpting and some paint with just some random knickknacks that are kind of indistinguishable from anything else. Sorry, Maz. And that's pretty much it for now. It's a case that holds a lightsaber, and what good would that be without an extra Skywalker lightsaber? Mine, I'll admit, is a little warped, is a little bent right out of the package. I feel like maybe some of the paint is scraped off, but it does seem to be just a regular Skywalker lightsaber hilt from the Black Series. It's got a spot for a lightsaber blade. It's got a little ring for a hook for a belt. So like, this isn't really any different from any other lightsaber, which is cool. It's a cool thing that they gave her because they could have not, I guess. And this does have a little spot. There's not a specific spot, but it does just kind of fit right in the case here. And that's just pretty cool. It's like a little detail that they didn't have to do. And if Maz hadn't come with it, like, I don't know if I would have really thought about this, but it does. And that's pretty neat. Lastly, she comes with this blaster, and this is, as far as I can tell, the same blaster that comes with Lando and the Death Squad commander. I think it's just the same blaster, which is really weird, because in episode 7 she obviously doesn't use a blaster, but it sounds like from the back of the box she does in episode 8. And that's actually one of the reasons why I read that, because until I read that, I was like, why does Maz come with a laser? She shouldn't come with one of those. She never used one. That's not her style, I don't think. But I guess it is. So before we get into much else, I just want to take a look at Maz really quick. First of all, from toe to head, because that's just how I like to describe things, I guess. The clothes she's wearing, I don't know, they're grandma clothes, which is exactly what she looks like in the movie. Everything is painstakingly recreated. All the folds, the material. Her shoes look like hippie shoes. She looks like she's wearing sweatpants. She has a high-waisted belt with a lot of pouches and dangly bits hanging off of it. Her wrists, she has little grandma bracelets and rings and things like that. The detail on the shirt is just really well sculpted. It's very, very nicely sculpted. She has her sweater on, which, you know, looks like kind of like a grandma sweater, I suppose. Look, if you get the theme here, she reminds me of a grandma. She has a little necklace that hangs down almost to her belly, which is just kind of cute. I like it. I like it a lot. She has weird ET hands, but you know, that's what she looks like. I do feel like with the way her hands are held, that this one's like longer than this one, and I don't know why this one is sculpted to hold something and this one's just like out here like this, but it's fine. I got a pretty cool picture of her sitting on her chest, and I feel like it looks pretty natural, so I guess that's all you can really hope for. Her head is well sculpted. The only thing I really have to complain about overall is the color of her skin. I mean, again, I don't know if you're new to my channel or not, but I'm colorblind. The skin here looks gold. I don't remember her looking gold in the movie. I remember her being more of a bronzy brownish color, but that's just me. That could be just my stupid eyes. They don't work right. So I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm right or wrong. But lastly, I want to talk about the head, because the head is the best part of this figure. Every wrinkle, every detail, down to her little butthole eyes that she has, are really well sculpted and detailed. Her woolen cap that she has. But most importantly, she comes with her goggles. Her goggles, I would argue, are her defining feature, and I love them. You can have them resting on the top of her head, but more importantly, you can actually lower them onto her eyes, and it sits really well either way, although I do feel like it sits on her eyes a little more flush than on her head. At least it does after I move them down. I don't remember it looking not as flush when I first got her. That's not really a big deal. With her eyes down, it actually has somewhat of a magnification look on her eyeballs, on her pupils. And I love that. I love that this is one of the most accurate figures I've ever seen from the Black Series. The sculpt, the detailing, little features, it's just super, super, super well done. I absolutely love it. But those goggles, the fact they got those perfect, they could have just sculpted it on and not worried about it, but they made them movable, which is just like, it's just that much up there, and I freaking love it. That's really about all I can say about her looks. Let's take a look at her articulation really quickly. Head moves back that far, down that far, all the way around. Goggles move up and down. Arms move out that far, all the way around. Arm is on a single joint, but comes up past 90 degrees. Wrist rotates and has a hinge, but the bracelets get in the way. She has a waist rotation at the belt. Legs move forward that far, back that far. Pretty decent spread. Upper thigh swivel, single jointed knee, knee swivel, ankle pivot, and a rocker. With this being Maz's widest stance with both feet flat on the ground. So yeah, pretty standard articulation. She does have single joints in both the legs and the elbow. Elbow I'm used to. Legs is pretty new for Black Series. Not many figures have single joints on the legs, but she's so small, I kind of get it. However, those single joints, I really don't feel hinder any of the articulation that she would have. She doesn't go in many action poses. She's a small little alien thing. So pros to her. She looks great. The sculpting, the paint, the details, everything on her is just so good. She comes with the perfect accessories. The chest, the lightsaber hilt, the gun. I guess the gun, maybe the gun will make more sense once we see her in the new movie. I'm hoping. She was one of my favorite characters from episode 7. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more of her in episode 8. How do I rate this figure? While she has a lot of good, she does have a few negatives. First of all, she's small, and paying the same price for a small figure, I always feel a little ripped off, but I do feel like they put a lot of effort and a lot of detailing into her accessories, and I feel like that does make up for her lack of size. I don't feel like I've been ripped off. I feel like I paid for the character that I got. So really, what do I give this out of 5? I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5. Honestly, Maz, other than the coloring, which I can't even say for sure because I'm stupidly colorblind, I can't imagine a better Maz ever coming out. This is accurate in every sense of the word, from the detailing to her clothes, to the way she looks, to her paint, to her accessories. I absolutely love it. She'll look great on my shelf. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe if you want to. You know, the YouTube thing that people do at the end of every video. Let me know what you think of her downstairs. I look forward to your comments. Did you find her on Force Friday? Or did you find her afterwards? Have you seen her in stores? Do you want her? Do you even care about the character? Do you not like the new movies? Do you love the new movies? Just let me know. That's all I want. But I'll see you later. Bye.